I got the fresh roll on the wheel still. We about to go ahead and pull it outside and let it sit outside for the day and just look crispy. And I got some clean beats. Woo! Only problem that I have is what car I'm gonna drive. What I like about the Impala, all I gotta do is put that key in there. I ain't gotta pat the gas, nothing. Just put that key up in there and turn it. Now it's a different story with the wagon. You know, that 305. You know, you gotta get in there and patty cake. I like to get this one right out of the shop because, man, it's a smelly ride. I gotta drive this car or something. Get that exhaust put on here or something right away because, whew, she had the shop smelly. I'm talking about so bad, you gotta leave the doors open for a while just to get that smell out of here. And of course, y'all know I got something down on the carpet. So I don't get, getting a little dirt on my, little salt on my carpet. No, we ain't gonna have that. That fresh carpet, we gonna have that. Yeah, that deep blue carpet did something different to it. I can't wait to drive this car. I tell you, I can't wait. That's gonna be a head turner. No, you can't buy it. No, you can't buy it. Hey, so tell me what y'all think. What y'all think about that coupe that I posted on my channel? Y'all think the price too much? Y'all think it ain't? What's up? I need to know what y'all think, so drop a comment. Go ahead and pull out the Impala. So with the Impala, I changed the heater temperature gauge, not gauge, sensor that's on the side of the block, but I'm still having overheating on the gauge. So I need to still figure out what's next. Do I need to replace a head gasket or something? Something ain't right, because I changed the sensor. I thought it was just a sensor. Changed the sensor, put some more coolant in it. Still doing the same thing. So I don't know. So while it's still snow out here and it's still ugly, I gotta figure it out. You know, that's just how it goes. I got time to figure it out right now, because in the summer, fixing up the cars in the summer, you know, we ride every weekend, after work, you know, there's always something to do. So I gotta figure it out. So I can get that thing on the road and drive it as my daily. But like I said, I replaced the sensor that's on the side of the motor. I put a new one in there, and she's still running hot on the gauge. So I don't know, maybe it's burning coolant, I was told. Maybe I need to replace a head gasket. I wish I would have known that when I had the whole car tore apart, because I would have just went ahead and did it then. So I don't know, but there go the beast. Woo. 2021, and I started this one in 2021. 2022, they both done. Only problem that I have is what car I'm gonna drive. That's about it. Take my time though. Hey, y'all make sure y'all check out the video for the Camaro. I ain't even did nothing on the outside yet. We've been all in the inside putting them goodies on it. But all I'm saying is, show me your projects. Show me what you did over the winter. 'Cause I got what I done right here on display. Yes, sir. Ain't no more white headliner. We got the seats done, new carpet, all the trim is painted. T-top on it. Don't play around. Don't play around. We ain't gonna do no playing around with you. Y'all see it? That's heat, man. That's one person right there coming with that fire. This bag's on the go, man. I'm about to get to work. I'm about to show y'all something new that I learned. I'm learning. All right, today it's time to start breaking down this motor. So let me show you what we about to do to this motor. I'm about to learn how to break it all the way down. It's my LQ9 LS60. All right, y'all, I got Myron here, the man with the plan. We about to break down this motor today. And I'm gonna put you on, you know, the fast track so you can see how this goes. So if you wanna see what we doing, you're gonna be able to view it right here without any questions asked what we doing. We're about to break it all the way down and I'm about to learn a little something. Right now, you know, with all these LS motors, you always got a few intake bolts that break off in the motor.
Exhaust manifold.
Exhaust manifold. What did I say?
Intake?
Intake, which is the top. I'm sorry, yeah. You got a few of those that always break off. You know, you want to get your exhaust sounding right. This is the reason why people don't never want to replace them. They rather just start where the cats are and go back. But it's much easier when it's out the car. The motor is out the car. Because all you got to do is this trick.
You can still put heat on it too. Like this one probably gonna need heat because it wouldn't turn. That first one we just got lucky with. Like they don't, they don't usually turn that easy.
Okay.
But this one will come out too. But even if I put some heat on it, it'll come right out.
It'll just fly right out.
Yeah, it won't be.
You got some heat? Because I ain't got no propane.
It's at one of them houses.
Yeah. I ain't got
This
any.
is the only one that's gonna give us. We're gonna have to put a
all the way in there.
We'll have to drill into that and then pull it out. Which ain't that bad. Like I said, with a little bit of heat, ain't nothing holding it, so it'll come up. Unless I just jinxed it.
Alright.
Where's my bouncer? Oh, you already threw it away?
No. It's okay. We already took it off. It's alright. Myri can explain that, how that goes. He had a special LS puller for it. This was the special puller for it, for the LS. He's about to go grab it real quick. Give me a minute. But yeah, we about to break this motor down. Y'all know I had the cars outside, but it started to snow. And you already know I just cleaned the Impala, man. It's been shining and everything. And I pulled it outside and let it get snowed on in the wagon. It's alright. Just gonna wipe them off or whatever. You know, they always gonna be clean. Yeah, we already took the harmonic balancer off, but Myri want to be able to show you how it goes, so he's like, you know what, let me put it back on so you can see how it goes.
So LS's don't have the bolt hole in them the way that the big block Chevys or small block Chevys have. They have to have this, where it's basically a fork, if you want to think of it that way, or I don't know. I think of it as a fork. So it just reaches in there. You make sure.
Oh.
What's wrong? This side.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can see how it just reaches in and grabs on each piece, and then basically the same concept, push and pull. So as this pushes in, pull that off.
Okay. Had to bring that to you so you don't miss nothing that we're doing.
See Yeah, you can try to rent this from AutoZone. I don't think they have them yet. I think they still
No.
use the old set.
Got the old one that I had used for this car for the LT1. I got one of those pullers. You got to make sure it's for the LS.
Yeah.
And then
Break this shit down.
we already started taking the heads off. I just set them back on. We wanted to look inside and see how it look and all of that. I done watched all my videos on how to do all of this, but it's nothing like actually having a walkthrough with the man with the plan that already know how to do this stuff. So,
Ready?
yeah, what I'm doing, I'm gonna try to bring this to you.
Take off all the rockers first and just lay them down.
Rockers?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rocker arm.
Okay.
And usually these need an upgrade. Like if you're planning on putting more horsepower to them, like this bearing right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, that bearing right there, they tend to walk out under pressure.
Uh-huh.
So like if you're updating your springs and stuff like that, you want to do a trunnion upgrade. A couple $100 to save you a couple thousand later down the line.
Couple hundred to save you a couple thousand. For reason why?
When things break while you driving somewhere, you talk about getting it towed.
Oh, okay,
You don't
okay.
know what the damage is gonna be in here.
Okay.
Like it could fall off, get in here, fucking springs.
Oh.
Then you get metal shavings all the way down into the
in
block.
the motor, yeah.
So
Okay.
save yourself a couple thousand. by spending a
Replace
couple
them
hundred.
now by spending a couple hundred right now.
Fix it up. Pull all the rods, push rods. I like to keep everything around, like even though we probably won't put these back, but I just compare everything before I put the new stuff in.
Uh-huh.
Because there's been times where I found parts that aren't exactly right, and having the old stuff kind of helps.
Okay.
Even though you're doing an upgrade, like it should be somewhat similar. Sometimes if you're doing just a cam swap, what you want to do is you want to keep all these in order. Like the way that I pulled them out, you need to make sure you put them back the same way. Because they have wear marks on it
From the
from the lifters. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? This one, like yeah, this one looks funny to me. Like, you can see how it wore. So you don't really want to take that and put it somewhere else. So I'm not sure why it looks like that, but it could just be my eyes playing a trick on me. It looks like it wore kind of weird. But we don't plan on putting any of that back, so we don't need to pay attention to that. But let's say James doesn't like the cam that goes in here, and he wants something more torquey or more powerful, or he wants to do just a big one. He can always change it as long as they're not bad, but he just needs to keep those in order. What was the towel for?
nothing.
Hands?
Whatever you want. Those was mainly for the stand so I can move it. But whatever this black bar was right here, I was using this to push the motor around. Yeah, what is that bar for?
I'm not exactly sure what they put that in for. It's from the factory.
Oh, not to hit the firewall or something?
Maybe it's gotta be like a guide or something. I don't know, maybe somebody will tell us.
Yeah, if you know,
They'll definitely
drop it down in the comment section if you know what this is for.
1, 2, 3.
That bar right there.
So there's 10, 15 millimeter bolts that need to come out. I think they're 15. They're 9, 16. Oh, shit, I brought 15, and then there's, yep. And then there's 5, 10 millimeter bolts holding the head on. This little cute thing. You
Yeah.
don't have a bigger one? You don't
Nope.
have a bigger impact?
No.
Alright.
Nope.
Let me go get a ratchet.
That told you I gotta get a big one just so I can take off all them hard lug nuts and just bigger bolts, tighter bolts and stuff.
You don't want to record your tool chest here because you don't want anybody to know how sloppy you keep your tools. Because you keep a very sloppy toolbox.
It's okay. They ain't no better. They ain't no better. You know what? They don't even go out to their garage and look in their tool chest, so it's all right.
Yeah, we gotta do better.
It's okay.
We're gonna have a show about that.
And that's all I'm gonna do is get better, right?
I hope so.
I hope so. Hey, I plan so. Man.
You have like.
Oh, get the breaker bar.
Yeah, where's the bar at?
Yeah, it's over there by the sandblaster.
I mean, I can turn it, but why?
Oh, no, in fact, it's right there. Right there. Yeah.
Jeez. This
Yeah. I know, Myra. See, but you ain't bring your tools, so it's all right. I keep telling all my folks I ain't really got all the tools. I'm working at this. You know, all I do is window tint. Yeah.
You know how many people ask me what else you do? I'm like, nothing.
Nothing more. I do window tint, soap and water.
Soap and water.
That's all I needed. But I got all these other tools. So don't be looking over there. And you see my paint gun? I don't paint cars. That's for glue. And I'm not gonna do that.
Oh yeah, guy wants you to wrap a '57 Chevy.
I'm not wrapping no '57 Chevy. I can advise you to go to a guy that can paint a '57 Chevy, and that'll last longer.
Nope, he wants to wrap.
Nah, I'm not wrapping no '57 Chevy. I wouldn't even do nothing like that.
I don't know why he wants it.
That's the new day and age, though. Wrapping is where it's at.
This one looks good on the '57 Chevy.
No. See, the thing is, if I can show you the difference, I would have to show you what it looks like on camera. You can see the difference on camera. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, camera will show you, especially with certain colors. It's a wavy look. Vinyl have a wavy look. Paint got a more. Yeah. Yeah. So that's the thing is, if you know what you're looking at, you know what to look for. Yeah, I saw that. It was kind of taking a hard time to really come through.
Well, they've been in there since 2002, so.
Yeah.
Or earlier.
Yeah.
That's when the car was built. The motor could have been built in 2000 easily.
Okay. That's how they do it? They build a motor and set it to the side?
I don't know. Probably not.
No.
It doesn't seem like that would be. I don't know. I barely know how like cars begin to be made. Like what's the draw? How do you decide like, oh, we're gonna make this car? I don't even know that.
You just know your department.
Yeah, I know my stuff.
You know your department. What department are you in though?
None.
Don't to be exact. Look, one day I'm gonna get Myra to make a page, and man, this guy right here, he's gonna really show you what he know, but he don't really care about this stuff right now. He just rather help me out.
Yeah, let's go to the store and buy a real impact.
I can go. I need it. Because I'm tired of jacking up the car and using the 4x4 to take the wheels off. Yeah.
You got too many cars today.
Yeah, I know. I'm at that point. Yeah, I'm at that point. I shouldn't.
I had changed the brakes on I think it was a Suburban one day, all 4 brakes. And I didn't have the impact. Man, that shit, it sat me down for the rest of the day. I probably started at like 2 in the afternoon, done by 4 or 5, done. Like I was like, never again.
That's good. That's what this mat is for. This is a cleanup mat.
Yeah,
Yeah, you can set it down.
So this is from James cleaning out the cylinders. Which is still, it's alright.
It's okay.
Yeah,
We can throw a towel. It stink. That's that coolant and oil mix.
coolant oil.
Woo. What are those? Can you explain to me what are those?
These are the trays that hold the what they do is, so these are the lifters. So they hold the lifters in place. So
Right.
see how they're all
They should be connected to it, right?
Well, they just kind of set them on there.
Uh-huh.
Like, you can feel it like when they mount.
Uh-huh.
So they just sit in place to where they don't turn and stuff. So it's basically a tray. And then I think it also helps catch some of the oil from falling all the way back down. Or I think it slows it down also.
Give me 1 second. Let me turn this podcast down.
I said this with the last.
You don't know about the Joe Budden podcast. Y'all better get up on.
Full lifters, I usually grab like, you
They're-
got needle noses?
Somewhat, yeah.
Yeah, these are gonna be kind of sticky.
Yeah, I did see a video. They did use some needle noses to pull them out. He talking about.
You'd be able to pull them out. 2002.
Yeah. Oh. What about those?
Whoa.
Those old school.
Yeah, they are really old.
Yeah.
Not old school, they're just old.
Burn fine. You don't know about those?
Stay away from that bar.
Nah.
I don't know if we're gonna get.
Nah.
You got like a stronger pair, like a new pair?
Let me see if I got something else that I grab. Oh, what you use these? These boys right here.
The old fashioned pliers.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I swear this is the worst tool they ever made.
Why you say that?
I mean, compared to like now, like what would you use pliers for? I remember my dad used to tighten the back wheel of my bike and tighten up my chain with pliers, and then he'd strip them and shit. I never liked pliers. Then if you like gripping something and then like you slip, like you bust your knuckles and stuff. I was like, it's just not a. Geez, these are in there.
Yeah.
So usually it's a little bit of wiggling, but it's usually not this hard. But we don't have the right tools.
Okay. Why you ain't bring a chest of tools?
I drove the other car because it's snow on the ground. Isn't that funny that
What?
the Cadillac has all the tools and the truck has no tools?
Right. I don't know what you thinking.
Yeah, I don't know why I do that. The Cadillac is the work truck. The truck is just a truck. Let's see.
Man, they in there. I seen the video. All he did was just pull them out. They just came right out.
Yeah, usually they do.
You said there. What's the name of it?
What's the name of it?
Of those parts.
Those are lifters.
Lifters.
Hydraulic lifters.
Hydraulic lifters.
And the rollers.
Rollers.
Yeah. So like the old cars, like so the cam rolls across this, right?
Yeah.
And like there's wheels on the bottom of this.
Okay.
And they go up and down. So that's what the push rods are for. So the push rods push the rockers and allow the exhaust to come in, like the exhaust to go out and the air to go in, air and fuel to go into the motor. So like air and fuel through here.
Yeah.
Exhaust on this
The
side.
side.
So it opens it up. It opens up the valves to let it either in or out.
Okay.
Yeah, we need something strong.
Yeah.
Let's take the other head off.
Why you don't just use?
Those? They
Yeah.
were getting stuck against the wall.
What else you think? You're gonna have to look at my toolbox. You would know.
Yeah, I'll find something. We'll just get this other head off. Oh wow, this one
What?
is working better on this one.
Oh.
And we need to remove this bracket finally. Never going back on.
Yeah. Y'all drop a comment down below if y'all know why this bracket was on there.
Yeah, please tell me. I have no idea.
I think so. The motor don't hit the firewall. It was just a stopper. It looked like a stopper. I don't know why I say that, but looks like it kind of stopper.
So that's your guess and your final answer?
That's it. That is it.
For some reason, I like putting this bolt back in there because like you can use it for like a ground or something later.
Okay.
You never know where you're gonna end up grounding the motor.
Okay. You want that breakaway?
Yeah, I'm not strong enough to do any of this.
Yeah, Myron told me we might have to put some we may have to do some head gaskets on the Impala because it's still running hot even though I changed that sensor. So you know what I'm thinking, I may not even drive that car this year.
Put an LS in there.
I know. I put it up until I'm ready to put a new motor in it. Hey, I got enough. I hop in the wagon. I ain't worried. Y'all won't even see this. I put this in the garage, tucked away.
It'd be fun to change the head gasket on that though.
I mean, it ain't bad. I know how that car break down. Every bolt in that up under that hood, I took it off already. Well, not the motor per se, like everything.
You took the intake off of there already?
No, not that far, but everything around it. I took the whole fender wells, fenders, bumper, headlights, core support, the whole front of the motor when we did the full, what they call it, tune-up, all of that apart. So I'm real familiar with it.
You go right into the head gasket at that point?
Because I didn't know that we needed to do that.
Oh, you didn't.
And when it was in the garage, we had it running and we was just breathing it and we thought it was good. We didn't know. Like I didn't drive the car at all, so I didn't know none of these problems until I was sitting in the parking lot outside and I had it running longer than expected. And I saw the thing go all the way over and I go, man, what's wrong? So I don't know, man. That's just how it goes. You gotta live and you learn with it. I could have done it a long time ago.
Yeah, but at least all the top bolts are fresh, so it ain't like you gonna have to fight with it.
And like I say, if I gotta figure out how to put an LS in there, hey, Impala with the LS in it, let's go.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah. So I ain't worried, especially with this right here. This is the beginning. I'm all in on having LS in the whip. I just need to figure out how everything goes.
Simple.
What up?
110mm bolt still left.
Oh yeah,
Took
that
the
was from
bracket
that
off.
bracket, yeah. Woo! Look at that head.
And we're never using these head bolts again.
Why is that?
They stretch. They're
They
aluminum.
stretch. You told me
never
that.
Took them back down.
You never put them
The
back.
thing is about the LS, what is it, LS2 basically? Like the earlier models, they had the long bolt, and then these two outside bolts were shorter.
Oh.
So
Oh.
because of these two short bolts,
Uh-huh.
your bolt kit goes from, let's say maybe 110, maybe 130, to about $180. 200, something like that.
For how many bolts?
Same amount of bolts, just this kit has these two shorter ones. So you pay more because there's less. It kind of sucks.
Yeah.
But whatever.
It is what it is.
There's just something a lot of people know. Like they get the wrong head bolt. They think because you know it's a 6.0. But this is an earlier model 6.0. So like the ones now, they have all the same size bolts. The earlier models didn't have it.
Oh, okay.
As far as my recollection goes, almost somebody going to eat wrong as shit.
Nah. A lot of people that's gonna be watching this is trying to learn a little something. The ones that already know about this ain't gonna be watching this because they know this already. You know what I'm talking about?
Alright, so there we go. So that broke down. I would take the lifters out, but
you feel like they already stuck, huh?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get them out with my fingers.
So let's move on.
You definitely have arthritis by the time you get those out.
What is this right here?
So this is the front of the timing chain cover.
Timing chain cover.
Yeah. So that's the whole reason you end up taking this up. So behind the time chain is how you get to the cam.
Okay.
Pull the cam out. You're ready to go back with a new one.
Okay.
Time chain, oil pump. So we'll change all of this. The gear here will get changed.
We use those bolts?
You can reuse these.
Okay.
They only take 22 pounds of torque. 22 foot-pounds? Yeah. Not even 1 second guess.
What is this?
Oil pump.
Oil pump.
I think we already took the pickup tube. Yep, the pickup tube's already off. So there's a tube that goes from here and it runs to the back. Like the oil panel's there because that deeper spot where it holds all the oil. The pickup tube's back there and then it runs to here. I already took it off though. Oil pump slides right off.
We replace that or reuse it?
No, we can replace it because you really want to put more oil to it. Like this one we already know the mileage that's on this. So we just put a new one on there. They're not that expensive, like a couple $100, if that. I think you can get it for less. I think it's definitely under $200. Unless prices went up due to COVID.
Due to COVID.
Due to COVID.
Everything. We just received our couch that we ordered last year in the fall.
You got a new couch?
Yeah, I got a new couch.
Oh shit.
Well, it was a cloud too. We fell asleep on that thing last night.
Y'all ordered it last year.
Huh?
Y'all ordered
Yeah. Bob's, I think.
Oh,
Yeah. That thing just showed up.
So what we can do is we turn the motor over to empty all these cylinders out.
Okay.
Is that bolt over there?
What bolt?
The bolt that came out of here. It was holding her mine down.
Oh. You talking about, it's probably up under the sandblaster. If you threw it all up under, it's up under the sandblaster. We'll be right back at you.
What y'all want to go do?
We're just gonna take the 4x4 or 2x2, whatever they call it, and ride them through all the way downtown.
The street legal?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, we was gonna take them out and have fun.
You don't have a side-by-side?
No, I was gonna take my truck down there or just ride with them, you know what I'm saying? And then I was gonna pull off and they was gonna stay in a certain area and then we was just gonna go crazy. Yeah, because just so I can have the heat with the truck, I wanted to have the heat in case I don't want to follow them and be in the car with them. Yeah. Wait, hold. Let me get this.
It's good to turn the motor and look down in the cylinders, checking to see like if they're scarred up or anything like that. That'll let you know if you really need to get it bored or.
Okay.
Because a lot of times people bore motors thinking that that's where your horsepower comes from. I mean, giving yourself this much more compression, like 30 thousandths of an inch.
Okay.
Like it doesn't do that much for you. It's really about cleaning up the cylinder heads and making better compression. But a lot of people think that boring it is where all your power is at, but it's not. Displacement's fun, but there's other ways to get power. Yeah, these cylinders don't look bad, but we already knew that because that car was running really good.
Mm-hmm.
And so to clean this up, like actually this is really clean. Like it's pretty good actually. But because usually there's a lot more soot on there. But you could actually, you know what you clean these motors with?
Why?
Maybe I shouldn't be saying that on camera because they might be. What would you clean this motor with? Like degrease.
I don't know what we're talking about.
What are we talking about? Cleaning this. I'm getting this all cleaned out. Getting the oil, burnt oil.
Okay.
The motor.
Acid? No. What?
Um.
I saw the videos. They dumping in some kind of solution.
Yeah, they do that. But
What
if
is?
you're just in your garage, oven cleaner.
Right. I got that.
Oh, you knew that?
No, I'm saying I got that understanding to use oven cleaner. Yeah.
Yeah, put some oven cleaner on there, take care of everything.
Oh, okay. But why you ain't want to tell people that?
I don't know.
Oh,
What
okay.
if they're buying something else? Wasting their time.
Oh, okay. So use oven cleaner and then they eat away of all of that.
Yeah, they clean it right off.
Okay.
And then because a lot of times people take like wire brushes and stuff.
Yeah.
You really don't want to use a wire brush on this or score this up. Like you don't need to do that. Like, cause this old people told me that there was a coating on the top of the head, or no, on the top of the piston.
Mm-hmm.
These are pistons.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a coating on top of here to withstand the heat from the fire. So I don't know, because we all know that there's a fire going off in the engine 100,000 times.
Okay.
I got one lifter.
So I can clean all of this with the oven cleaner.
Yeah, yep.
And that's what I'm gonna do.
Spray it on there. Make life easy.
Yeah.
We got one out. Maybe I should go find some tools to take this one out.
See, the thing is, your gloves are slippery.
Is it the gloves?
Yeah.
So there's a trick too.
What?
If
Why?
if you're just changing the cam out and you know all this stuff is new, you can actually take a rod and there's two holes. Ooh. Oh, maybe it's not on this block. But usually, yeah, some of them they have like two holes. It might be behind. It might be behind there. I'll show you the plate in a minute. But yeah, you don't have to take the lifters out. You just push this rod in there. And as it spins, you'll see all these moving. So you just push the rod in there and it holds them all in place. Because if you pull the cam out, all these will fall into the motor. But these ones aren't going to fall anywhere. Because they won't even come out. Let me go look for a better tool to pull those out. The burning oil.
They went with that, no, give me that regular oil. And that's why they stuck in there.
Yep, basically. here. And this plate holds the cam in there completely.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna take that off too.
That plate.
Yep. Now, these bolts are a different size, so I like to keep them, you know, put up. Oh, those are the 2 holes
Oh,
that you could like put a rod in.
a rod.
Yeah, like somebody told me, but I've never actually done it, but I could see that working. I've never actually done it, but there's 2 holes there. If you were to change this without needing to change anything else, like I think racers do it a lot. Like they're out at the track, they just want to put a different cam in or something. I don't know if they do it at the track, but I need to turn that fucking ringer off. Hi, Mr. Davis. We're here. We're calling to ask you some dumb shit today. You have time? I do.
What is that right there?
Well, I was gonna see if the cam will come out without the lifters being completely out, but cause see all these on this side shouldn't be touching anything. But we should be. Ooh. Why are we not able to spin? We should be able to spin free.
What does those bolts do?
These were holding the cam. Like onto that plate, where that plate go?
Oh, dropped on the ground.
It was holding that
Time chain?
the gear. Oh, you didn't pick that up.
Huh?
You didn't pick that plate up.
Got a plate right down there.
Oh, you see how it's spinning?
Oh, okay.
Now, those lifters over there that are stuck are what's holding the cam from coming out. That one, because we should have enough room to get it out.
Did you get the last one out?
Last one.
All right, so Myron got the last one out. You gotta kind of push it down in there,
Push in, pull out.
push out, pull in, push out, pull in, and then it'll just come on out. What we doing now?
Pulling the cam out.
All right.
I'm not sure what. Yeah.
What?
So you kind of want to be careful
Why?
because you don't want to fuck up the bearing that they come on.
The bearing is that part that's the loop, right?
The part that's in, it's on the motor.
Yeah, it's the loop.
Damn, turn this some more. That was pretty hard.
There goes. What cam is that?
What cam? This is the main cam.
That's the main
This is the
cam.
cam. This is what gives you all your compression and your torque and
Okay.
opens and closes the valves.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't look bad. Like I said, they just use shitty oil.
Okay.
Like, it's not like it's. It doesn't look like it's wearing anywhere. But these are the lobes. So yeah, the lobes don't look bad. You don't have none that are beat up or flat. So they did pretty good keeping the oil changed. They just use cheap oil sometimes.
So that's why the guy, when you go in there, he go, "What kind of oil you want? Synthetic or the cheap stuff?" And they go, "Man, give me that $42.99."
What's the special on the sign? The
Yeah.
19. I want the $19 oil.
Yeah.
Whatever
You
that-
say how many gallons I need? This car takes 6. And then you may want to get that antifreeze fresh, and then they be like, "Man, that's $72.99 after that." No, when you do the flush, they want $100 and something. So what you looking at now?
I'm just seeing how free it spins. So There you go.
It's going pretty good.
Yeah.
Why you didn't take this part off?
No, we don't need to.
Why is that?
Just a valley under there.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing else needed over there.
So what we doing now? Now we just add new parts?
Yep.
We keep all of this the same. We don't worry about...
Yeah, we just change the top half. Everything else, bottom half.
Oh, bottom half. Ellie brother said do the bottom half too.
For what?
For what? You gotta send it to the motor shop and all of that. Don't touch it.
Yeah, it doesn't. No need to. You're not racing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're trying to build a competition motor.
Yeah, I'm just driving.
You just drive. There you go.
Just start it up.
You don't have to
Fat.
beat you up. You don't have to
Fat.
beat you up in there.
I'm just trying to fire it up. Fat. Woo, I can't wait.
That's what happens. Everybody thinks that everything needs to be a race motor. Like if you go into a motor, it has to be ready to race. It's like,
Not really.
I just feel like you're just chasing your tail.
Yeah.
Because there's gonna be somebody out there with a turbo.
Mm-hmm.
There's gonna be somebody out there with a turbo supercharged,
Mm-hmm.
or then somebody with non and turbo. Like you're just gonna get
Caught up in
it's
it.
an uphill battle.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
And then when you do get the fastest car,
Mhm.
nobody wants to race you.
Ooh.
Nobody wants to race you.
Because they know what you got.
They
Yeah.
don't race you after that. You gotta go out of state and shit to get a race.
Okay.
Find somebody who doesn't know who you are.
Because they know what you built.
Yeah.
So that's where we at. So Myron, go ahead and send it off.
I don't know. What do you want me to say? Goodbye, people. We'll be back to finish this motor.
Pretty much with new parts.
Yeah, show all the old stuff. Yeah, we use vice grips and went. All this is trash. God damn.
All this is trash. Even those?
We're gonna keep the rockers unless we just happen to come across a good deal. Like, cause sometimes you'll see the trunnion upgrade and they'll sell the rockers for like $125. So if we can get that for something like that, like make it life easier, why not? Actually, we probably will just change them.
Okay.
You can actually find it pretty easy.
Okay. Well, there you go, guys. Y'all want to know what we doing. I capture it all for you so you can see exactly what we doing to this motor.
Yeah. Spend all that money to get this much.
Yeah. There you go. Well, we'll be back. We'll be back when I figure out what parts to order and when they start to come in. So I'll go ahead and capture that for you. But for right now,
For the cleaning process?
yeah, I will. But I'm talking about like the big aspect of it, of like what parts I bought and what's gonna go on it, and then, you know what I'm saying, I'm learning this stuff, so I'll be able to voice it through what I bought, and then they'll be able to see what we building here from that point of view. So it's bags on the go. Make sure you watch the next video and like this video, subscribe to the channel, and I'm out.